My name is Daniel, and you are watching Coin Help You. I am a coin dealer. I own a coin shop in a small town called Portsmouth, Ohio, and we have been buying a lot of really nice and rare coins. The rare coins that I dropped off at the PCGS Coin Show are still on their way or still at PCGS. They're finalizing everything, but most of the grades have come back, and I will share those in a video. But also, we've been buying a lot of really nice coins lately, and this video is going to share with you some really choice coins and some ungraded coins. I included coins all over the spectrum here. Andy took pictures of the graded coins. I took pictures of the ungraded coins. So I wanted to share everything. We buy it all here, and I want everyone to enjoy these because there are really some choice coins. Now, before we get started, I want to let everyone know that either these coins are going to be up on the website or they've already sold. So I typically do these videos and I already have them up. If you do have a question about one of the coins, feel free to send me an email and I'll do the best I can to see if we still have it or not. So let's get started. First off, we have this $1 gold Indian Princess. This is the Type 3 large head. It's been cleaned a little bit, but it is a very nice coin, very desirable. The date is on the reverse of the coin. Here's another picture of the obverse. Like I said, it has a little bit of a cleaning to it, but these are some of the most beautiful gold coins, and they're highly sought after for jewelry. A lot of people like to use these for jewelry. And put them in a bezel, wear them around their neck. Just a beautiful coin. Here is a 20 cent, and it's AU 55. And the images really don't do this coin justice because when you look at it in hand, it is very beautiful coin. Now, these are kind of rare in AU and up. There's a very short-lived series, and here's the reverse of the coin. And as you can see, there's a little bit of wear on the breast feathers, but overall, the design, I like the design myself. And here is an 1878 Proof 63 Cameo seated dime. They don't get much prettier than this. I like the proofs, and the proofs are very rare. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer on the coin. 1878 was also the first year of the Morgan silver dollar. So if I had a proof Morgan dollar and this dime, and then I have to get a proof nickel, I could put together a proof set for that year, I suppose. Probably put me out a little bit. And here is kind of a reflections of the light on it here. Andy tried to portray the, cameo quality. And here's the reverse, a little bit closer. And if this looks familiar, it is this similar, about the same reverse as the Barber coins. And here's an up close with a little light reflection on it. Try to show off that reflectivity a little bit. Then there's the 1879 O. It's a New Orleans mint, mint state 63. It's a nice looking Morgan dollar too. And here's the reverse. And if you don't know, the 79O and the 79 Philadelphia are a little harder to get. They're a little less survival rate than the 79S. 79S, they're known for being struck really well, but the 79O and the 79 playing just a little bit better. I'll buy about, $10-20 for each grade until they get to the higher grades. Here is a very nice 79S. This is mint state 65 proof like. Now, I know I say I like the really white coins with that frosty devices, then that white look to them. This is probably one of the most beautiful 79S's I've seen. That is the toning and all, it just highlights the whole coin. And we can look at it just a little bit closer. And then here's an up close with the light reflections and showing the rainbow toning. And then here's the reverse. It's struck really well, which is, they're known for that. And here's the reverse. It didn't turn out too well trying to show the reflection, but it's a beautiful coin. Very choice. Here's an 81 cc. NGC, mint state 65. Very choice coin here. I got the images kind of mixed up, it looks like. And here's the reverse images. The thing of it is, it's semi-proof like. It's not proof like, but they don't put semi-proof like on the labels. But a mint state 65 81 cc looking like this is very difficult to obtain. A coin like this goes for more than what NGC or PCGS would have listed. Typically only because it's very choice. Probably should got a star. Sometimes you wonder why they don't, you know. And then here's the reverse of the coin. Has just a little bit of toning down here at the bottom. But overall, this is the coin that you would want to pick for your collection if you was looking for the mint states. And then here's an 81 cc circulated. You can see the difference in the coins when you're looking at these. And this is what it looks like when it's uncirculated. You know, it just came from the mint almost. And then you come over here on a coin that's been through the ringer a little bit, been through a lot of slot machines, a lot of cash registers, handled, but still in its own right has a lot of history behind it too. A lot of people have touched this coin and used it. And here's the reverse of it. Probably just cleaned a little bit, but still, it's an 81 cc. I mean, very difficult coin to get sometimes. And then here is an 81O, mint state 63 proof like. And like I said, I'm mixing these up with ungraded and graded, and we're going in the order of the dates, in numerical order here. So we're going to see other things besides Morgans, I promise. It's just like we already saw a 20-cent piece, but a lot of the stuff that I bought are Morgans. I can't pass them up hardly. So this one's a nice coin too. And here's a reflective image of it, trying to show how reflective the fields are. And then here's the reverse of it with the mint mark down here, if you don't know that. Then here's the 81S, mint state 65 star with a CAC sticker. I mean, it's a nice coin. I do like this one. And here's up close. And here's the reverse of it. You know, just 81S's are known for being struck really well. But they don't usually get that. Because of that, they don't usually get a star, and they don't usually a CAC sticker, but you know that you just don't see it very often because you expect them to be that way. And then here's an 82 cc. This one here, you're close to the AG range. You're starting to lose some of the rims. You can still probably call it a G4. It's still got, you know, some details in here. But it also has a lot of history. Been handled a lot. And here's the reverse. It's just, it's one of those coins. I mean, coins can last, what, 25 years, 28 years of circulation. And this coin circulated a lot. And here's another 82 cc. I bought some stuff off a dealer. They had it set up in the group there, and I went ahead and bought the whole lot from them. And here's the reverse. And it's amazing how these worn down over the years. And then we're just finally saved and preserved. This is another 82 cc. And here's the reverse of that one. So I want to show you, there you go. There's some ungraded coins. I do buy ungraded coins too. I do have those in stock. So here's an 82O, a little better mint when you get into higher grades at mint state 64. And here's the reverse of the coin. It's just a nice overall coin too. Like I said, all of these coins were pretty nice. I even like the circulated ones. I mean, there's a couple of them that are clean, look a little ugly, but you know, still. And here's one of them, 83 cc. It's not that pretty of a coin. Probably in the very good range. You still got some hair in here now. But like I said, it's been clean. Has a lot of history though. And here's the reverse of it. And here's another 83 cc, a little darker. You know, coins, you never know how they're going to tone. It depends on how they're handled, where they were stored, what they've been through in their life, how the alloy was mixed. I mean, if it's a little improperly mixed, or if any kind of other alloys, say molecules, when they created the planchet and then they actually took it through, put it through the annealing oven. There's all these different things that can obtain some maybe impurities on the surface or some molecules from other metals and things like that. It all comes into play, and it's actually a science on how they tone, and a science that I am not an expert, but I do understand some of how this happens. You know, I've read a lot about it, and it's intriguing. It's the difference between artificial toning and natural toning is sometimes a very fine and blurred line. And here is the reverse. Still, I like this coin, dark or not. It doesn't look like it's been played with, but then again, it could have been in the past and it darkly toned back. It could have been in an album. Who knows? And here's an 83 cc, and I consider this to be in fine condition. I have another one. I bought some multiples, about 3 of each. I'm going to show you some different ones. You can kind of grade these. It helps you grade coins when you have them all in front of you, different grades. And here's another 83 cc. I consider this extra fine, and we'll look at the reverse here. And the reason I consider it extra fine, you want to see more breast feathers. For AU50, when it has that, but you want to see a little bit more in here for my taste. And here's an 84cc, mint state 63. Very nice coin too. And here is the reverse. The reverse on these typically are a higher grade than the obverse. Not always, but most of the time. Now there's a reason for that. These wings and the higher relief of the design on the back over top of the wreath here, it kind of impedes contacts. Okay, the contact marks tend to kind of be hidden with all these design features. Also, it kind of protects it a little bit. Whereas on the obverse, you've got such flat areas that it just gets focused right on that, and you can see it a lot better. The contact marks, that is. Then here's an 84O mint state 65 with the CAC sticker. Nice choice coin here. And here's the reverse. On these, there's a lot of O over O. And the thing about that is that they're very common. Most of them don't add any value at all. And all Morgan dollars are VAMs. They're at least VAM 1 normal dies onto, repunchment marks, onto even double dies and things like that. You've got when they obtain nicknames like Alligator Eye or Whisker Jaw, things like that, silver dollars tends to add value to it when they get a nickname. Here's an 84S AU58. Very hard to get an 84S and AU58 and mint state. They're out of sight as far as value wise. And here's the reverse. It's a nice choice coin. This is very choice for an AU58. This would be put up on eBay, cracked out as a mint state coin, and let people just bid it up. I know what would happen with this coin in the wrong hands. Here's an 1886O AU58, and you can see the differences here. I mean, maybe this one is mint state. Maybe it needs to be resubmitted. I mean, when you look at this AU58 versus this AU58, this looks like it's lesser than AU58. The thing of it is, it's got some toning and some marks. It's about the wear. Just a slight amount of wear on the high points, but still yet, this 86O is inferior to the 84S as far as eye appeal. Then here's the 86O mint state 63. Very difficult to get these 86Os in the mint state grades and up. What happened is they circulated, most of them, and some were melted. So you have a survival rate that is very low for the mint state grades, which is just like a luck of the draw. I mean, the mintages is not that low, but yet what's survived in certain grades is called a condition rarity. And here's the reverse. A little bit of fuzziness there on the actual holder. And here is one of the uglies. This one's been cleaned. It is an 88S, so it is a better date mint. I consider it extra fine, but it's been cleaned. Now, it looks better in person. This is kind of blown up, and like I said, all these images are, magnified greatly, a lot larger than the actual coin. But it doesn't look this ugly, but this picture, my image taking of this coin, lots of reflections made it look really ugly. Here's the reverse of it. But like I said, you'll get a better looking coin. It'll still be a problem coin though. And then here's another 88S that I bought. And this one here is closer to the very fine 35 range. Now, some people might consider it, then here's the reverse. Some people might consider it extra fine, but I do not. The reverse is a little dark. Looks like it might have had tape on it at one time. So it's improperly stored, probably a little environmental damage. But it's a date and a mint that if you don't have it, you can put it in your album in the front. Isn't too bad. And it's a way to get a cheaper coin. Now this is an extremely rare 89cc AU details. It's been improperly cleaned. And it's kind of a darker tone coin. It's unfortunate, but this is still a coin that can go upwards of 7,500. It's just such a rare coin to get in this condition. And here's a close-up image. And here's the reverse. And like I said, it's darkly toned, but it's still considered a clean coin. Has an oddness about it where it's been messed with. A brighter coin. Now, this is one of those coins where some people could dip it out, make it look whiter. It's still going to be clean no matter what you do to it. You can't fix it. You can't damage it more unless you scrub it. You don't want to scrub it. But if you dip this out, brighten it up a little bit, it would be more eye appealing. You'd probably get a little more money out of it. But it still would be a clean coin. Doesn't matter. Darker, though, sells for less than the lighter coin. And here's an 1890cc. Has a little something on the, maybe had tape there, a little piece of tape at one time. Been clean. And here's the reverse. You can see some areas in here. Just a little rough looking coin, but still a CC. Now this is the look I like for a circulated coin, especially a silver dollar. For some reason, I don't know why, but I do like this contrast between the deep areas, the low-lying areas, and then the highlights of the areas that have been worn down, but it still overall looks like a problem-free coin. It has some rim dings, but still, I like the way this looks. I wouldn't mind having a whole collection of them looking just like this coin right here. And here's the reverse. So I don't know why it's eye-appealing to me. Almost like a calico of some sort, or maybe camouflage. And here's an 1890. Now, I like this look too. It's another 90cc. Like I said, I bought like 3 different ungraded examples, different conditions. And here's the reverse. Look at the CCs. When you want to identify these, you want to make sure you match the CCs with the CC it's supposed to be on the reverse dies. And you go to Van World and do that. Here's an 1890 mint state 64. Very nice coin here. Take a look at it a little bit closer. Has a little bit of toning on it. And here's the reverse. Has even more toning on it. Doesn't look as good as the obverse, but it does have a nice eye appeal. And here's a 91cc. Getting close to the fine range. Very good tin. And here's the reverse. Another 91cc. This one's been cleaned. And here's the reverse. Like I said, this is a good way to get a CC for a more economical price. You can buy a little problem coin, still going to have a value to it, still desirable. And here's another 91cc. I would consider it cleaned as well, in the G4 range. Here's the reverse. And then an 1891 mint state 61. And then here's the reverse. And here's the 1892cc mint state 62. This has a different appearance to it than the other mint state 60s that I have here. And the reason is that the dies could have rusted. They can have pitting on them. They could have tried to refinish the dies a little bit. They did all these things to save the dies. The conditions at the mints back then were not very good, because we're talking the 1890s. No air conditioning. You're lucky if you even had a fan. Probably didn't have that. So you have to consider all those things. It can, very damp and dank and dirty, and that's what you have to think about when you're looking at a lot of these. And you're in Nevada, so out in the desert, basically, a lot of heat, a lot of dry heat. Here's an up close, a little bit of reflectivity to it, and here's the reverse. Take a look at that. Very well struck breast feathers. I haven't looked to see what VAM that is, but it looks like there's something going on with the CC there. Can't see it much better. Might be a little silver CC. I don't know. We have to check that. But a lot of these, like I said, just because it's a VAM, all of them are VAMs, and just because some of them are over mint marks, that's pretty common. They mess with these a lot, trying to hand punch them and repunch them, because they were hand punched. The mint marks were. Here is the reverse of it, showing the reflectivity that it does have. And here's a 93. Man, if I wish this was an S, I would have a mother load here, $100,000 coin or more, if it was had the S mint mark. But still, it's a 93, 93, 94, 95. Those are hard years to get. The 94 is probably the most common out of 3 years, but still hard to get in this grade. But now this is a really nice coin, and it is the grade. It looks the grade. And here's the reverse. Has a little bit of toning. See it here. And here is an 1893. Does anybody want to guess what mint mark it is? It's not a CC. It's a 93.0. This is a nice coin. I like the look of this coin too. For a circulated coin, it's nice. Now this has an old scratch. It wouldn't be penalized. I've seen it plenty of times. They don't usually penalize them when it's an older scratch that's worn down. It's worn down enough to where it's not that noticeable. And then here's a 94. We're talking about the 94. 94 is the second lowest mintage of the Morgan dollars for business strikes. So this is a mint state 61. Hard to get in 61, but it's a really nice coin. And here's the reverse. Like I said, some of these are just choice coins, better dates, better mint marks, or like I said, no mint marks means it's from Philadelphia. Now, I couldn't ask for a better lot of coins I was able to obtain this week. I'm very appreciative of being able to buy coins like this. They just don't come in the front door of Portsmouth because Portsmouth, there's just not a lot of these coins in this small town. So that's why I do appreciate it. Here's another one. It's 1895 O AU50. Looks the grade to me. We'll see what the reverse looks like. See if they have the breast feather. See, this is one of the examples I was talking about. You can split hairs here. It does show a little bit here on the side like the other coin that I was telling you. I felt like it was more like an extra fine. Well, they put AU50 on this one. Well, it's an O mint mark, and the reason they did that is because it was struck weaker, so the breast feathers aren't going to be there. So you have to consider that it's when you're grading. That's the science part of grading. As far as if the coin was struck properly or not. You have to take that into consideration as well, because a lot of people think that just means it's more worn, but it doesn't. Not when it's an O mint, not when it's weakly struck. And there is a different look to a weakly struck coin and a worn coin. I've seen people try to pass off, heavily worn coins as weakly struck. I've seen it on eBay before, and it's just a straight up lie. It's just a misinformation on that. Wear is wear, and weakly struck coin is weakly struck coin. You need to study it if you don't understand it if you're trying to sell coins. Here's another one. It's an 1895. Anybody want to guess the mint mark on this one? It's a nice coin. Got a little darker area. It probably has a little bit of a problem. It's probably one of those coins that's 50-50. It'd probably come back problem-free most times, and then sometimes it probably wouldn't. But it's the 95S. So I have a 95O graded, and so I have a 1895S that's ungraded. And here is a 96O AU58. Like I said, I'm hitting all these condition rarity coins. This one in mint state is very tough. One thing about the 96O, if you've ever read Bauer's book on Morgan dollars, and you should, it explains that these coins are not known for having very good strikes or luster, actual appearance, finish. This coin does. This has it. This is a very choice coin. And like I said before, I've seen these on eBay just like this, and they're trying to sell them for mint state examples. They get the AU58s, they crack them out, and they put them up on eBay and just let people decide. We'll let you decide. That kind of thing. I can't do that. I'm selling it as an AU58. And that's what PCGS put on it. If you disagree with it and crack it out, that's your business. Me, I'm going to sell them as I get them, and the value is what it is. But man, it's a choice coin there. You have to notice that 84S and that 96O, some choice coins for AU58. Here's a 97S. Very nice coin here. This one, to me, should have been a plus. I don't really like the pluses, but I think 65 would have been very appropriate for this coin. It has a beanie and a little CAC sticker on it. And the reverse has got a little toning on it. And I've seen them mark these as clean too. So maybe that's why it didn't get a plus. Maybe they thought the reverse, got something on it there. And then here's a 99 no mint mark, which means Philadelphia. Ugly looking coin in the pictures. It's not that bad in person, but it's a better date in mint. It's the key dates here. And here's the reverse. As you can see, there's no mint mark down here. Then here's another 1899. This one here is genuine cleaning, unk details. And you can tell that it's got a little cleaning, but it's retoned. It's still not a bad looking coin though. And here's the reverse. And the reverse is not I don't know, it's not as eye appealing to me. Really try not to buy the problem coins, but when they come all together in a collection, you just buy what you get. And here's the 1904S AU58. Like I said, all these are just better dates and mints. And this one here doesn't look as good as the other AU58s. Now here we'll show you some non-Morgans on this one. It's a mint state 65 plus, red brown 08S. That's a nice. Let's kind of get a little bit closer look. Best we can. My old browser, as far as video viewer, or I should say image viewer, allowed me to move the coin around. And I'm trying to learn this. So if I come down here in the corner, I can move it. If I don't do that, then it messes it all up. We'll get a little bit closer. So this is a nice coin, and it does look red-brown. Almost looks red. And we can get the reverse here. Yeah, I just learned something new about this. I didn't realize that box was down there in the right-hand corner. I could have showed you those other coins a little bit closer. We could have looked a little bit better. Sorry about that, but I mean, I'm learning this. I'm still learning this new software. I bought this Mac, and it's different than Windows, and I've used Windows for years. So, like I said, I wanted to upgrade and improve my video quality, and I've tried everything I can. I've spent thousands of dollars to make these videos better. People don't really say that I want to brag or anything. I'm not. But to do these videos, I spend 2 hours every morning and I edit them and I do everything I can to try to make the video quality better and to try to just to make the videos better. I've literally spent thousands of dollars this year to do that. And that's why whenever I see people complaining a little bit, it kind of bothers me. I'm a little sensitive to that because I've really tried hard. So on to gold, some more gold here. One of my favorite Indian designs, or I say gold designs, is the Indian head. And this is a 1909. It's actually an S mint mark. I do have that up on the site for sale. It's a $5. And here's the S mint mark right here on these. And then I have a 1912S. This is a Barber Dime. And being the grade that it's in, you know, it's a little more difficult to get them in this grade. A little bit closer. When we're looking at these, you're trying to look at the high points. A lot of people say, well, the Liberty's not there or this or that. I mean, you can see it. The image isn't good enough to see all the details here. But your high points are going to be in this area. This is where it starts to wear. That's still a nice coin. It looks a lot better. The images don't do this coin justice. It is a nice coin. And here's the reverse of it. A 1913D Type 1. How do we know it's a Type 1? Well, we're going to talk about that. For those of you who don't know, some people watch these videos, they're new to coin collecting, they don't know, so I'm going to kind of repeat myself. I'm going to be a little redundant sometimes in these videos. I want everyone to understand why we, call them Type 1 and Type 2. Okay, Type 1's on a mound, Type 2 is on a plane. And we'll show the on a mound here, and you see that. And then if you have any Buffalo nickels at all in your collection, you can see that anything after 13 is going to be the Type 1. So you want to definitely look at that and see what the plane looks like. The date wears off on these because it's actually kind of one of the high points. It's right on the rim too. So a lot of people think, no date, what happened? Is it rare? It's not. It's caused by wear. So this coin's a little bit darker, but it's still a nice looking coin. And here's the reverse we was talking about, and we'll get really close into that. Take a look at it. On the mound is what we call it. A normal, or at least 14 on, and some of the 13s, will be straight across, just a line. It's called on a plane. This one here is on a mound. It's a little more rugged looking. And this is actually not a buffalo, it's a bison. But we call it buffalo nickel. That's the nickname. It's slang for it. So anyway, that's the reverse, and that's the explanation of a Type 1 and 2. And then here's a 1913 Indian head. This is the 250, pretty close to AU. All right, AU range is what I put it. And here's the reverse. The mint marks are same place down here, but it doesn't have a mint mark. And then here's a 1916D Mint State 62. So we have this early Walking Liberty half that obtained a problem-free. It's very hard to get the 16s problem-free. So we're going to take a look at this really close. It still has that graininess quality to it, but overall, that is a really nice coin. And the mint mark is here on the obverse on this one. And then here's the reverse. Look at it a little bit closer too. I really do love this reverse design. I'm going to say it every time I see it. I do like it. And here's a 1921 cleaned, extra fine-ish grade. And here's the reverse. It has some oxidation. It's no way to do anything about it. It's a problem coin. It's a hole filler for your key date slot in your 921 there, Peace Dollars collection. Here is closer to, it's probably extra fine too. It has a little bit of mint luster to it. It's just these coins were mushy. They were high relief, didn't strike out very well, didn't fill the die cavity up very well. But it's a clean coin as well. And then here's the reverse of it. It still looks better. Pretty good coin though. It still looks good though. And here's a 1921. I would put it in a very fine range. Nice coin. I mean, some people might call it fine 15. I like this coin here. I like this look. Like I said, it's similar to the Supple Morgan dollars I showed you. And here's a 1923 Mint State 65. We've seen these before. It's a nice coin. Looks the grade. Has a bit of toning. And then here's the reverse. Very well struck coin, though. It's a nice coin. And then we have a 25 Mint State 65. Another nice coin. Looks the grade. Has some toning on it. Here's the reverse. Has a little more toning on the reverse. But just a very well struck coin. Nice, clean coin as far as that's concerned. 26S Mint State 63. San Francisco mint. Not a bad looking coin there too. This one looks really good for a 63. So it's a really nice coin. Looks the grade. 26S, a little better with the San Francisco mint, and especially when it's mint state. Talked about that before. And then here's the reverse. Has just a slight bit of toning on it here. But I can show you, for those of you who might struggle with this a little bit, here's the mint mark area, and we're going to take a little bit closer of a look at the mint marks. Because some people get these confused, but you want to make sure you're looking at these. Like on your 1928, you have the no mint mark and you have the S. That's the only two you have for that year. So you want to make sure that you are not buying a 28 with the S mint mark on it if you're paying Philadelphia mint prices. That can happen. And a lot of people get the 3s mixed up on here and think they're 8s as well. So you got to be careful when you're looking at some of these. The designs are just a little confusing at times. At least the mint marks are in the 3 versus an 8. So here's a 1927 mint state 66 Buffalo nickel, a little darker toned. Still, it is a nice coin though. The light's not really reflecting off of it, but it does have more colors. It has some greens and some other hues. So it is a nice coin there. And here's the reverse. And you can see where it's tilted in the holder a little bit. So it shows the collar a little more. And we'll get down right there. So full horn on that thing. That's really a nice and well-struck coin. Then here's a 27S mint state 64. Even better date and mint than the 26S. This is a nice coin. This coin looks a tad bit better than the 64. There's a little bit of toning and patina on it here. And here's the reverse. Just a little slight yellow tone to it, but still, it like I said, it very pleasing. And here's one, one of my faves. I always like these whenever I see them uncirculated. This one here is mint state 64, and it has a full head designation on it here. And what that is, that means it was struck really well, fully. And this is what it's supposed to look like. It looks a little weak right in here. Can't really tell. The image just won't let you magnify it anymore. But really a nice coin. Whoops, and I hit the reverse. Here's the reverse of it here. And, it's got a little toning on it, but just a all-around choice coin for anyone's collection. I mean, that when you see coins like this coming in, it makes you happy as a coin dealer, makes you happy as a coin collector. Just that liking coins in general. These are really nice to see come in the shop. This one is a 1929S, and the mint mark's right here on these, if you don't know that. That's where you want to look. And here's the reverse. And this reverse on this one almost looks kind of, milky smooth, for a better word. But it's really nice. It's a nice looking coin as far as the luster's concerned, the strike's concerned. It didn't get the full head designation, but it actually has some, the collars play off each other on this one. It has a little bit of that going on for it here. If you see it, it's what makes it a little more almost Snow White looking, but yet it's not really white. It's more of a yellow snow appearance. Not really. So here's another one, 1930. This is a mint state 62. It's a full head as well. It's a darker coin, so we're not going to be able to see this very well. Unfortunately, it's not as clear as I'd like. And then here's the reverse. The reverse looks really nice. No toning on it at all. And we have a 1955 year set. This is not a complete 53 mint set, but it does have, one of the Franklin halves, the Philadelphia, and it has some of the San Francisco and has some of the Denver mint. It's an all-around nice set. And here's the reverse. So there you have it. There's some of the rarest Morgan dollars I've purchased and offered up on the website here. Out of this coin shop. I mean, they're really nice coins, some really choice coins, non-Morgan dollars as well, ungraded coins. Hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did, and I'm still enjoying these coins. I'm putting them up on the site as fast as I can. Right now, we got some vacations going on, so I'm here mostly by myself, so bear with me, be patient with me. I'll do the best I can. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.